you all mean a lot to me. You really do. You brought that sense of community, and that means everything to me. And about a year ago, I was at a point in my career where I had a real rewarding experience as a communications professional in the energy industry. But I knew I needed to make a change, so I made a change. And while I was out networking and job searching, I met Neil Isaacs, and he told me about Shifting Gears. And he told me about the importance of the program and how it really made a difference with him and his career direction, and knew it would really make a difference for me. So I decided, why not sign up for it? So I signed up for it, and I listened to the webinar that talked about all the things you should get out of the program. And I knew something in my gut says, if you do this, this will get you where you want to go. And so I knew that was the case. So I signed up and joined, and it was great to be part with people that really felt like a sense of community.
I can do better than this. Better. I can do better than this.
And so what I've learned mostly is the importance of having that sense of community, having that camaraderie, and really giving back to other people to help them, and in return they help you. And so one thing I'm going to continue carrying forward is to give back, continue to be with people, continue to help them, and I'm really looking forward to starting work at the MEDC on August 19th.
For the past 30 years, I lived the typical American lifestyle. I listened to my parents, went to school, got good grades, graduated high school, went to college, earned my college degree, got a job, progressed successfully in my job, got married, and raised a family. October 2012, the typical American lifestyle for my family disappeared. And for the next 4 months, I wandered like everybody else who participated in the program, looking for a job, searching for who I am, what was I about, what was important to me. So for 4 months, I struggled the everyday struggle that everybody else did. I came across then the Michigan Shifting Gears program. And when I found the Michigan Shifting Gears program, it did for me something that I hadn't been able to do for myself, despite all the things that I've tried, in that it helped me rediscover who I am, it helped me understand what is important to me, and third and most importantly, it helped me realize what my passion is, what my dream is. And as I stand here getting ready to graduate, I want to let you know that I've discovered who I am, I know what I want, and I'm ready to make a difference in this world. Thank you very much.
I was a teacher. And as a teacher, I was told that in order to be a teacher, you have to be an owl. You have to be wise, you have to be ever present, you have to be all watching, and you have to be aloof. And if you've ever spent more than 5 minutes with me, I'm anything but aloof. The education field as it is, it started to contract, and I decided, you know what, I needed to start looking outside of the education field and open up my opportunities. But when I looked at the business world, I was told I had to be a lion. A lion tends to stalk its prey, hunts it until it has the perfect opportunity, and then strikes. The program started, and I found out two things that I needed to remind myself that I had forgotten. That one, nobody can walk my path, and I can walk nobody else's. And two, nobody can brand me. Only I can do that. So I'm not an owl, and I'm not a lion. I am here today to tell you that I am a Labrador Retriever. Now, while one day I may be working back with the owls and the lions, and maybe even a few snakes, I'm going to make sure that I stay true to what I feel and the path that I've chosen. And maybe along the way, I can maybe make a few Labrador converts. Thank you.
I was a frustrated architect because my career seemed to be following the economy. In fact, I ended up finding myself drawing toilet renovation projects, and I thought, this isn't what I thought I would be doing. And then there were layoffs. And I thought, well, that's going to be okay, because this is going to give me the chance to explore new opportunities, try to develop some skills, see what's out there. And I did. I had a series of funky little jobs that, were meant to do all those things, but I just got more confused. So I came to Shifting Gears hoping to sort it all out and find a way to go forward with purpose. And I did, because the program let me see new opportunities and how I can apply my background and skills to these new areas. And in the future, I will have the tools to be the architect of my own direction.
I came to Shifting Gears in transition. I was, well, in transition, that's the, term for didn't have no job. I really wasn't looking for a job because I'm just kind of tired of, I'm tired of working for somebody else. This is not what I want to do. When I first found out about Shifting Gears, I had a job. Okay, great, so I can't join it. I don't have 4 months to take off from work, but that would be great. Then the next time when I was in between jobs, okay, but I ain't got the money to do this now. Okay, fine. So more cohorts went past. And this time I had the time and was able to secure funding for Shifting Gears. And it was one of the best investments I ever made. I have landed. I am Chief of Staff for the Detroit Public Lighting Authority. So I will be coordinating the people that are turning the lights on. I'm not turning on anybody's lights. So my first day was yesterday. I would definitely credit Michigan Shifting Gears. If I'd have been at home filling out the hit and send, I probably would not be there.
4 months ago, I was living alone in Dallas, Texas, running my own small business. I moved to Dallas because the Michigan economy was so bad I couldn't make a living here. And when a large Fortune 500 company let me go, I was in despair and needed to provide for my family. So I decided that I wanted to come home to Michigan, to my family, to my friends, to the area that I love, to where I've spent the vast bulk of my life. And I thought, well, if the economy's still real bad, I need a fallback position. So basically, out of fear, I joined Michigan Shifting Gears. The biggest takeaway was the absolutely amazing talents, the true blessings that I've seen people in this class express. I realized I've been in transition all along. I've been in transition realizing that the dreams and hopes and beliefs that I have for not only myself and my family and our community are shared in common by virtually everybody in this organization. And that's given me tremendous strength. So going forward, it's real simple for me. I'm going to create jobs that put people back to work. I'm going to give back to my community, and I'm going to do everything I can to continue to support this organization. Thank you.
I'm Susan, and I started this program as a single mother of two. And sorry, I already know I'm going to lose it. Avid nonprofit volunteer with these two wonderful women, including 7 years on executive boards, and also working part-time in retail as a buyer or seller. And I joined Shifting Gears because it was time for me to figure out what it was that I wanted to do now. This program has helped, or rather forced me, to step outside of my comfort zone, and I'm clearly still doing that. I also gained the understanding that my previous experiences and knowledge are not only valuable, but are marketable. In the not-so-distant future, I will have a sustaining career that will allow me to take care of myself and my children the way that I want to. And as Kristen and I work together on this, I want to thank everybody from MEDC, Sensei, Change, especially Molly and Scott, and all of you guys, because without you, I would not be here today.
I've spent most of my life running performing arts centers and presenting the arts. And it's something that I've really, really enjoyed. I think the arts are a great way to learn about ourselves and about each other. About 3 years ago now, I found myself in a corporate culture that I just couldn't commit to, that I just couldn't follow. And I couldn't think of a productive way to make the changes that in myself, to be part of it. And I was kind of looking for, it's like, okay, I got lots of education, I got lots of experience. Are there other markets? Are there other industries that maybe I could be productive in? Add value to? One of the most important things that I learned is that I'm really, really passionate about the arts and about business, and I'm really worried about the arts and the business model that it's using right now. And it's something that I think I can do something about. I landed a position. That's right. I got a job now at a theater in Manistee, Michigan. That's what I think Shifting Gears has helped me do. It has helped me build and work a plan to pick myself, and I think that's what it's doing for you. Give you a plan so you can pick yourself. Thank you.
Last night when I worked on this, I sounded and looked just like Harry Truman. So Here we go. My name's Mike Berger. I was a self-employed small business owner with a virtual staff. I spent about 12 years in a home office. It was pretty good several years, and then the economy started to unravel, and all of a sudden I kind of missed people and a regular paycheck. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, so I joined Shifting Gears to try to figure out how to shift my entrepreneurial and business-to-business direct marketing skills, and I wasn't sure how to do that. The program gave me the tools, new ideas, mentors, networking skills, and kind of helped me reposition, rebrand, and remarket myself. And I'm going to shift my skill set from the private industry section to I'm going to use my powers for good in the nonprofit world, and I'm going to play in that sandbox for a while. So thank you, everybody.
I was formerly a business owner and regularly traveled around the world, eventually ending up in Australia to pursue my master's degree. I soon sold my business, finished my degree, and had my first child, all within a 2-year period. I made the decision to stay home with my children, and we moved back to the U.S. in 2009, where I found myself out of work longer than I had anticipated. Luckily, along the way, I met Diana Wong, who encouraged me to join Shifting Gears, which has been truly the perfect program at the perfect time for me. Simply meeting the program's time commitments and completing the assignments has been an accomplishment for me and a great transition back to the demands of a work environment. And I learned through the program to value my past, present, and future, and how to see that everything I've done ties together and creates my personal narrative. As I learned everyone's stories, I realized that we all have our struggles and challenges, yet all of us showed up and committed to this program, and that inspired me to do the same.
Before Shifting Gears, I defined myself and my future by what I'd done in the past. My work as an underwriter in the mortgage industry and my education in industrial psychology. I didn't know where to go, and I was really stuck in both those worlds. Through the different experiences I had with the program, I learned that my experience and my education are just parts of a larger mosaic. And the rest of that mosaic includes my passions, my creativity, and my unique perspective. And I see the future, my future, me softly landing in a position where all those parts of the mosaic are welcomed and accepted, and where I can shine bright and help the most people. Thanks.
When I came to Shifting Gears, I was really frustrated and baffled about why I was having such a hard time finding the right job opportunity. It had never been this hard before. So I joined Shifting Gears to gain some clarity about what job I actually wanted to look for and to expand and create a better network. One of the most valuable experiences of the program for me was realizing that there was a classroom full of people who could understand exactly what I was going through. As a result of Shifting Gears, I have learned that I have to keep trying, and eventually I will figure it out, but it's going to take some work. I don't know at this point exactly what job I'm looking for, but I hope in the future I won't be sitting at a desk all day.
I was like the broken sprinkler in front of our house that would just shoot up in the air and didn't really have a purpose. So Shifting Gears is an opportunity to get a process, and I'm not a process person, and I like to have it be done. And as you can tell, it's something I'm still learning how to do. And so I really appreciate the opportunity to have this. I really hope that we can all end up, this is a rock from Lake Superior. And Michigan's it's nestled by all this beautiful water. And I hope that we can find that community together that brings us together and that we stop seeing all these divisions that are pulling us apart.
A couple of years ago, I had a business that I started, and then I decided about February of this year I needed to close it and sell it, and that's what I decided. So in a sense, I fired myself. Not sure exactly where I were to go from there. My wife dared me to join Shifting Gears. However, she had been a graduate as well, Cohort 8. And so that's why I did. At the same time, I needed that direction as to what types of areas I went. I went back to what I'm good in, which is in sales and marketing. I love to solve people's problems. One of the lessons I learned was not all the things that I heard that I should do, process, structure, things like that. It was, metaphorically speaking, the small voices. People might say something here or there. I learned a lot from those. What I have learned maybe is adapt to the changing things that occur as everybody is, and down in the future, the same thing, and be a part of the change. And that's what I think everybody here at Shifting Gears is going to do. Thanks.
My name's Fletcher Cochran, and I have the dubious distinction of being the oldest guy in this program. I'm from Grand Rapids, and right now I'm retired, and I have been for several years. I've retired from a company in which I was part owner. I've kept active, haven't gotten dust on myself, don't really enjoy it. No, I hate it. I really do. I found Shifting Gears, and I look forward to do a few things for me. Help me to, if you will, knock the rust off. And secondly, to help restore that edge of energy that you have when you work. I've missed that a lot. One of the most important things that I took away from this program is networking. I knew the concept from long ago. But this program helped me to really understand it in its various aspects. So now I feel I can own it and I can practice it effectively. I'm going to practice it now, and I'm going to practice it for the rest of my life so that I stay integrated into the greater community. And I may have gray hair, but my race is not over.
When I first came to Shifting Gears, I was too young to retire and too old to hire. I joined Shifting Gears to explore where I might fit into the world of work because I was having difficulty finding my place in it and beginning to wonder if I fit anywhere at all. As a result of being in Shifting Gears, I learned to view work and business more through the lens of an MBA and the value of community for listening and learning new perspectives from others for generating new ideas and revealing a wider world of possibilities. In the future, I will be doing networking, exploring how to best integrate my interests, values, and talents in my work, continue to refine myself as a work in progress, and as always, never stop learning. Thank you.
I have 25 years of experience in operations prior to being released. Being released put me in a little bit of a tailspin, so I looked around for for my options, and one of them was Shifting Gears. I looked for Shifting Gears for a couple things. One, it produced a structure that I was looking for. Plus, I was looking for clarity and direction. When I look at the most valuable asset that I got out of Shifting Gears, although the curriculum is excellent, number one, it's the people. Facilitators, mentors, cohorts, internship bosses, phenomenal. I couldn't ask for a better set of people. I pulled a couple of good lessons out of this whole thing as well. You know, one for me personally is to stop and to listen, not just to the world around me, but the stuff that's going on inside. Understand it. Two, I learned the point that there is no prize for being the best or first if you're not bringing other people with you. The future is bright, and I look forward to it. I have new options now that I didn't see before. I have people that I'm walking through that life with me, and it's just been an exceptional journey, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Before Shifting Gears, I was in a place that I didn't belong, and that was made evident when they asked me to leave. So I found myself in transition and really kind of befuddled and trying to figure out what to do next. I saw Shifting Gears as a way to re-engage in the professional development process. It's worked for me in the past, and it would work for me again in the future. It also gave me a chance to connect with people, which is something I really needed at that point. As I look forward and move forward in my journey, I have landed. I created a position for myself, and it's a role that I am very comfortable in as an advocate and a leader of an organization that's representing an industry to improve that industry. That's a place that I like to be, and I'm looking forward to being there again. And that industry is the energy efficiency industry, and the group is the Michigan Energy Efficiency Contractors Association. So I want to say thank you to everybody that's part of the program, to the facilitators, to my fellow participants, and wish all of us the best of luck.